Hello students, welcome to NEET Wizard. So in this video, we are going to discussing about the animal kingdom. When you look around, you will observe different animals with different structures and forms. As over a million species of animals have been described till now. The need of classification becomes all the more important. The classification also helps in assigning a systematic position to newly described species. Basis of classification. In spite of differences in structure and form of different animals, there are fundamental features common to various individuals in relation to the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, nature of xylem, patterns of digestive, circulatory, or reproductive system. These features are used as the basis of animal classification and some of them are discussed here. Now, level of organization. All members of Animalia are multicellular. All of them do not exhibit the same pattern of organization of cells. For example, in sponges, the cells are arranged as loose cell aggregates. For example, they exhibit cellular level of organization. Some division of labor activities occur among the cell. In coelentrates, the arrangement of cells is more complex. Here, the cells performing the same function are arranged into tissues, hence is called tissue level of organization. A still higher level of organization, organ level, is exhibited by members of Platylmontes and other higher phyla, where tissues are grouped together to form organs is specialized for a particular function. In animals like annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms, and chordates, organs have associated to form functional systems. Each system concerned with a specific physiological function. This pattern is called organ system level of organization. Organ system in different groups of animals exhibit various patterns of complexities. For example, the digestive system in Platylmontes has only a single opening to the outside of body that serves as both mouth and anus and hence is called incomplete. A complete digestive system has two openings, mouth and anus. Similarly, the circulatory system may be of two types, open type and closed type. Now, open type, in which the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly bathed in it, and closed type, in which the blood is circulated through a series of vessels of various diameters like arteries, veins, and capillaries. Now, symmetry. Animals can be categorized on the basis of their symmetry. Sponges are mostly asymmetrical. For example, any plane that passes through the center does not divide them into equal halves. When any plane passing through the center axis of the body divides the organism into two identical halves, it is called radial symmetry. Coelentrates, ctenophores, and echinoderms have these kind of body plane. Animals like annelids, arthropods, etc., where the body can be divided into identical left and right halves in only one plane, exhibit bilateral symmetry. Now, diploblastic and triploblastic organization. Animals in which the cells are arranged in two embryonic layers, an external ectoderm and in internal endoderm, are called diploblastic animals. For example, coelentrates, an undifferentiated layer mesoglea is present in between the ectoderm and the endoderm, those animals in which the developing embryo has a third germinal layer, mesoderm, in between the ectoderm and endoderm, are called rhiploblastic animals. For example, Pleomanthes to chordates. Now, coelom. Presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall is very important in classification. The body cavity which is lined by mesoderm is called coelom. Animals possessing coelom are called coelomates. For example, annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates, and chordates. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present as scattered pouches in between the ectoderm and endoderm. Such a body cavity is called pseudocoelom, and the animals possessing them are called pseudocoelomates. For example, as clementes, the animals in which the body cavity is absent are called acoelomates. For example, plathelminthes. Now, segmentation. In some animals, the body is externally and internally divided into segments with a serial repetition of at least some organs. For example, in earthworm, the body shows this pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomena is known as metamerism. Now, notochord. Notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development in some animals. Animals with notochord are called chordates, and those animals which do not form this structure are called non-chordates. For example, Porifera to Echinodermus. Now, classification of animals. The broad classification of Animalia based on common fundamental features. Now, we started from the phylum Porifera. Some examples of phylum sponges: Cycon, also known as Scypha; Spongilla, also known as freshwater sponge; and Euspongia, also known as bath sponge. Now, phylum Salentritia. They are aquatic, mostly marine, sessile, or free-swimming, radially symmetrical animals. The name Cnidaria is derived from the cnidoblast or cnidocytes, which contain the stinging capsules or nematocysts present on the tentacles and the body. Cnidoblasts are used for anchorage, defense, and for the capture of prey. Cnidarians exhibit tissue level of organization and are diploblastic. They have a central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening mouth on hypostome. Digestion is extracellular and intracellular. Some of cnidarians, for example corals, have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Cnidarians exhibit two basic body forms called polyp and medusa. The former is sessile and cylindrical, from like Hydra, Adamsia, etc., whereas the latter is umbrella shaped and free swimming like Eurelia or jellyfish. Those cnidarians which exist in both forms exhibit alternation of generation, metagenesis. For example, polyps produce medusa asexually and medusa form the polyp sexually. For example, Obelia. Some examples of the phylum Coelenterata: Phycelia, also known as Portuguese man of war; Adamsia, also known as sea anemone; Penatula, also known as sea pan; Gorgonia, also known as sea fan; and Mindrina, also known as brain coral. Now, phylum Ctenophora. Ctenophores, commonly known as sea walnuts or comb jellies, are exclusively marine, radially symmetrical diploblastic organisms with tissue level of organization. The body bears at external rows of ciliated comb plates which help in locomotion. Digestion is both extracellular and intracellular. Bioluminescence, the property of a living organism to emit light, is well marked in ctenophores. Sexes are not separate. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external with indirect development. For example, Pleurobrachia and Ctenoplena. Now, phylum Platyhelminthes. They have dorso-ventrally flattened body, hence are called flatworms. These are mostly endoparasites found in animals, including human beings. Flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and acoelomate animals with organ level of organization. Hooks and suckers are present in the parasitic forms. Some of them absorb nutrients from the host directly through their body surface. Specialized cells called phlegm cells help in osmoregulation and excretion. Sexes are not separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages. Some members like Planaria possess high regeneration capacity. Examples of phylum Platyhelminthes: Taenia, also known as tapeworm, and Fascicola, also known as liver fluke. Now, phylum Aschelminthes. The body of the Aschelminthes is circular in cross section, hence the name roundworms. They may be free-living, aquatic, and terrestrial, or parasitic in plants and animals. Roundworms have organ system level of body organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and pseudocoelomate. Animals' alimentary canal is complete with a well-developed muscular pharynx. An excretory tube removes body waste from the body cavity through the excretory pore. Sexes are not Sexes are separate. For example, dioecious males and females are distinct. Often females are longer than males. Fertilization is internal and development may be direct. The young ones resemble the adults or indirect. Some examples of the phylum Aschelminthes: Ascaris, also known as roundworm; Vaccaria, also known as filaria worm; and Encyclotoma, also known as hookworm. Now, phylum Annelida. They may be aquatic, marine, and freshwater, or terrestrial, free living, and sometimes parasitic. They exhibit organ system level of body organization and bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, metamerically segmented, and coelomate animals. Their body surface is distinctly marked out into segments or metamers, and hence the phylum name Annelida. They possess longitudinal and circular muscles which help in locomotion. Aquatic annelids like Nereis possess lateral appendages, parapodia, which help in swimming. A closed circulatory system is present. Nephridia helps in osmoregulation and excretion. Neural system consists of paired ganglia connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. Nereis aquatic form is dioecious, but earthworm and leeches are monoecious. Reproduction is sexual. Some examples of the phylum Annelida: there is Pharentima, also known as earthworm, and Hirudinarea, also known as blood-sucking leech. Now, phylum Arthropoda. This is largest phylum of Annelida, which includes insects. Over two-thirds of all named species on Earth are arthropods. They have organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, segmented, and coelomate animals. The body of arthropod is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. The body consists of head, thorax, and abdomen. They have jointed appendages. Respiratory organs are gills, both lungs, or tracheal system. Circulatory system is of open type. Sensory organs like antenna, eyes, compound and simple, stetocyst, or balancing organs are present. Excretion takes place through Malpighian tubules. They are mostly dioecious. Fertilization is usually internal. They are mostly oviparous. Development may be direct or indirect. Some examples of the phylum Arthropods. Examples: economically important insects: apis, also known as honeybee; bombyx, also known as silkworm; and the lucifer, also known as lake insects. And the some mosquitoes, gregarious pests, and the living fossils, lemmules, also known as king crab. Now, phylum Mollusca. This is the second largest animal phylum. Mollusca are terrestrial or aquatic, marine or freshwater, having an organ system. Pinctada, also known as pearl oyster; sepia, also known as cuttlefish; loligo, also known as squid; octopus, also known as devilfish; aplysia, also known as sea hare; dentalian, also known as tusk shell; and Chetoplura, also known as chiton. Dermata. These animals have an endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles and hence the name Echinodermata, spiny bodies. All are marine with organ system level of organization. The adult echinoderms are radially symmetrical, but larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. They are triploblastic and coelomate animals. Digestive system is complete with mouth on the lower ventral side and anus on the upper dorsal side. The most distinctive feature of echinoderms is the presence of water vascular system, which helps in locomotion, capture and transport of food, and respiration. An excretory system is absent, sexes are separate, reproduction is sexual, fertilization is usually external, development is indirect with free swimming larvae. Some examples of echinodermata: Asterias, also known as starfish; Echinus, also known as sea urchin; Antedon, also known as sea cucumber, also known as sea cucumber; and Aphura, also known as brittle star. Chordates called a structure similar to notochord. Group of like marine animals with organ system. Level of organization In the next lecture, we will start it from the chordates and study about the some classes of the animals.